Those of you that have been here the 6 years to this point, you can give yourself a little pinch because it's for real. And I'm sure Norval is up looking down at us saying, I told you guys it was going to be easy. A journey with a singular purpose, to educate visitors of all ages about how and where their food is produced and why agriculture is so very important. My journey into agriculture is unlike many others. I was born here in Manitowoc, but my family moved to a rural community when I was 10 in Tampa, Florida. This rural community had an abundance of beef cows and dairy farms sprinkled between acres upon acres of orange groves. This is where I fell in love with the docile and curious Holstein cows, but owning my own farm was simply a dream. Fast forward 20 plus years, and that rural Florida landscape has changed. Now subdivisions, golf courses, and shopping centers have completely engulfed that area of Florida that I once called home. My nieces and nephews now live in those subdivisions where cows once pastured, and they think that the milk they drink comes from Uncle Nick's farm in Wisconsin. And if you don't think that dreams do come true, along with my family, I now co-own a dairy farm where we milk 630 cows, raise over 550 heifers, and crop over 1,100 acres of land. My visit to Fair Oaks, a similar agriculture education center in Indiana, was a life-changing experience. I couldn't imagine a better home for an education center than Wisconsin with its rich history of agriculture. It reaffirmed my decision to become a producer, and it grew my passion for the industry. I could not help to wonder how many have come before and after me with the same experience. How many who were on the fence but are now serving as leaders in our industry. This thought fueled my commitment to WEAC even more. And when our wonderful dairy agent here in Manitowoc County, Scott Gunderson, asked me to help with this project, you can never say no to Scott Gunderson. Scott's unable to join us, but I want to thank him for asking me to come along on this journey. Our industry can no longer stand on the sidelines. We must tell our story. With less than 2% of the population producing food for the other 98, many Americans do not know where their food actually comes from or how it is produced. WEAC will play an important role in educating that 98%. It all starts with building a world-class interactive showcase for the industry. As you look around this site right now, you may not fully appreciate what you're seeing. So let me paint a picture of what will be happening here in a little more than a year from now. On this very site, we will be building a 29,000 square foot discovery center with educational displays, hands-on and learning opportunities, a birthing barn where visitors can watch calves being born, a 300-person conference center, a cafe and country store featuring Wisconsin products, and an outdoor playground. From here, our future visitors will also be able to board shuttles to take the 2-mile trip to the Grow to Get Dairy Farm, a progressive third-generation dairy focused on sustainability and farming's best practices, to see firsthand how modern farm operates. And in a few moments, we will turn the first ground that will become the foundation on which to build this unprecedented educational experience for Wisconsin residents and the many tourists that visit our great state. A state that is an agritourism destination and an agricultural hub for the entire world. On that note, WEAC has benefited greatly from statewide champions. A few of our greatest champions are here with us today. This afternoon we are honored by the dignitaries who have joined us. Rebecca Kleefisch, Wisconsin's 44th Lieutenant Governor. Sarah Clavis, Wisconsin's Deputy Secretary of Tourism. the entire Alice in Dairyland organization, and Ann O'Leary, the 69th Alice in Dairyland. I see several other familiar faces, so I would also like to acknowledge the other dignitaries who have attended and thank you for the support from Wisconsin. Now it is my great honor to introduce Wisconsin's 44th Lieutenant Governor, also known as Wisconsin's Job Ambassador, Rebecca Kleefisch, and welcome her to the stage to say a few words.
Well, thank you, everyone, and good afternoon. What a special afternoon it is. I am delighted to be with you, as I know my colleagues are from Team State. Representative Jacques and Representative Tittle are here. They are as delighted as I am that this is finally becoming a reality. You know, not everybody has an Uncle Nick. Not everybody understands that milk doesn't necessarily come from the back of the freezer department and just inch its way forward. In fact, milk comes from cows. In fact, the food we eat, all of it, comes from places like this. Beautiful farm fields, many of which cover the great state of Wisconsin. You know, it's funny, we're here to talk about agriculture and tourism combined, because if you take a look at the economic impact of each of these industries, each does more than $80 billion a year for Wisconsin's economy. That's a tremendous amount of jobs. Not only that, but it fuels an interest and a reputation for the great state of Wisconsin, one that is unmatched in our great country. They are both sources of pride for us, as will this beautiful development be. Now, I know that we're probably going to look at a rendering in just a moment, and I imagine it's probably going to be a dream come true for so many in this audience, so many on the board who have worked tremendously hard toward this day. But I can't even imagine how exciting it will be for the little ones of Wisconsin and across the Midwest to one day come here with their moms and dads, knowing that they may not have an Uncle Nick, but they will have the opportunity to learn about the agriculture industry, about where babies come from if you're a cow, and then be able to settle down into that 300-person auditorium and meeting space to talk about it, because we know they are going to learn a whole heck of a lot from all of you in this industry, from all of those who will have come here to educate the next generation of leaders in both tourism and in agriculture. Congratulations on the day.
Thank you, Lieutenant Governor. We are so appreciative of your leadership and for helping us commemorate this big step towards bringing this educational asset to the state of Wisconsin. We also appreciate the tremendous support from the state of Wisconsin and the governor's office. Now I would like to welcome another distinguished leader to the podium. Sarah Klavis is Deputy Secretary of Tourism for the state of Wisconsin. She has worked with the Department of Tourism since its creation in 1995 and brings a great combination of government and private sector experience to this role. We are pleased she could join us today to celebrate this new agritourism destination.
Thank you, Uncle Nick. I might not have an Uncle Nick, but maybe I do now. So it's just a real pleasure for me to be here in beautiful Manitowoc County. And I am so pleased that this is cited here because Manitowoc County knows how to do tourism. The beautiful shores of Lake Michigan, the incredible museums, the events galore, and now this incredible Ag Tourism Center. It's going to really round out that visitor experience. And we know that visitors like to know where their food comes from. We invite people here to eat, to drink and be merry, and of course, the whole attitude of Wisconsinites as friendly, welcoming people. Visitors will come to this incredible opportunity to learn and to be part of Wisconsin's brand of fun. The opportunity to really take ag tourism to the next level is incredibly important to our state. And as a marketing agency, all we do is promote. We don't build buildings, we don't make roads, we don't have pickup trucks in our arsenal, but we have a team of marketers poised and ready to promote this incredible facility as one of the only ones in the Midwest. And we love competition from our neighbors because we believe that Wisconsin is the best place in the Midwest to have fun. And so as you embark on this incredible journey of building this experience for our visitors, I thank you from the bottom of my heart. And on behalf of Secretary Stephanie Klett, thank you Manitowoc, and thank all of you for making this a reality. On Wisconsin!
Thank you, Lieutenant Governor Kleefisch and Deputy Secretary Clavis, for your inspiring words of support and for helping us commemorate this significant moment. WEAC has been met with extraordinary support. As I alluded earlier, the state of Wisconsin made a great investment in the center. In 2015, our project received a $5 million non-state agency grant, which allows the use of state funds on non-state construction and development projects that have a state public purpose. This grant is a 50% matching fund. Through donations from farmers, allied industry partners, and foundations, WEAC has met this match last month and publicly launched our capital campaign, having reached $10 million of our $13 million goal. I was supposed to ask you to cheer, and then these guys have to step out to see some of our major donors here that are listed on the banners. And then to mention some of these generous leaders are here with us today. Lydia Botham from the Land O'Lakes Foundation, Doug Wilson, Tim Dallas from CRI, Steve Zutz from Country Visions. And I apologize if I missed some of you. Today is all about milestones, and I'm so excited to share another significant milestone with you. To help me share this good news, I'd like to invite Lori Shetter, our WEAC Board Secretary and Senior Financial Officer at Greenstone Farm Credit Service, to help me. Thank you, Lori. Creating a strong local, national, and global partnership is the only way WEAC's bold plans will become reality. Industry partnerships bring credibility to our efforts and will ensure the educational experience is effective. In each of these philanthropic partnerships, we find alignment in our shared values and goals. Today we celebrate a new partnership.
Yes, today we are proud to announce a new partnering that has both local and national reach. For over 100 years, this partner has supported rural American communities and agriculture. This partner has proven the significant impact that can be made when we come together. As a member of both the WEAC Board and Greenstone Farm Credit Services, I am very proud to announce that the Association of the Farm Credit System have come together to invest $550,000 in our effort to build the Wisconsin Agricultural Education Center.
Please join me in thanking the following partners for this tremendous gift. AgriBank, Ag Country Farm Credit Services, Ag Star Financial Services, Badgerland Financial, CoBank, Greenstone Farm Credit Services, and United FCS. The Exhibit Theater and WEAC's Discovery Center will be named in the honor of these generous partners to recognize their visionary support. I am also excited to share that this significant gift now puts us at 80% of our goal. On behalf of the entire WEAC Board of Directors, we'd like to thank the Farm Credit System for this incredible gift. Now I'd like to invite Dave Armstrong, President and Chief Executive Officer of Greenstone Farm Credit Services, to the stage to say a few words and receive a token of appreciation from us. Dave?
Wow, what a beautiful day in Wisconsin. Came over from Michigan a little earlier today. It's nice to be received as well as I have since the football game that was played over in East Lansing a couple of weeks ago. Fortunately, I wasn't there. Hopefully, we were such good hosts that maybe someday when we come back, you'll be as hospitable to us. So we enjoy that rivalry. This year, in 2016, the Farm Credit System is celebrating its centennial anniversary. For over 100 years, we've been proudly supporting rural communities and agriculture with consistent, reliable, and responsible credit and financial services. We're a nationwide network of member-owned associations that are committed to supporting our industry. Today, I'm representing these 5 local farm credit associations, which have already been mentioned here, as well as 2 of our wholesale banks, CoBank and AgriBank, who all came together to generously contribute to this farm credit joint sponsorship. As a statewide education center, the value of our agricultural industry extends far beyond this county and this region. That's why you see this group of farm credit organizations who have come together to partner for this excellent cause. When we first learned of WEAC's vision, the alignment of our shared goals was undeniable. We knew we needed to come together to support this project because Farm Credit is committed to supporting organizations, programs, and initiatives that are dedicated to encouraging the next generation, helping educate all about the importance of agriculture. While initially our contribution is considered a gift, it really is an investment in all of our futures, and of course the next generations. We all rely on the prosperity of the agricultural industry. It's not just our business, it's the core to healthy living for all of us. Personally, to have a project like this in Greenstone's region is a point of pride for me. The farmers and agricultural businesses that we work with in this region are making an incredible impact on Wisconsin's economy and the vitality of the Midwest role in global food production. Each of these farm credit organizations see the value and all are committed to its success now and long into the future. On behalf of everyone at the Farm Credit System, we applaud the dedicated board members and volunteers, including our own teammate, Lori Shutter here, who have been stewarded this important project to this point. It's truly remarkable what you all have accomplished. We're excited to realize the impact of the center with you and hope others join us in supporting this worthy endeavor. Thank you.
Dave, thank you again for the Farm Credit's incredible support. We are beyond grateful for this significant investment and how it propels us towards our $13 million goal. Dave, we would like to be honored if you joined our groundbreaking team to come forward to the ceremonial spade work. At this time, I'd also like to invite to the front Julie Mauer, our WEAC Board President, Lydia Botham from the Land O'Lakes Foundation Executive Director, Sean Miller from Bayland Buildings, Roger Sinkula, Chair of the WEAC Building Committee and Agricultural Lender at Investors Community Bank, Melissa Bender, WEAC Executive Director, Rebecca Clayfish, Wisconsin's Lieutenant Governor, Sarah Clavis, Deputy Secretary of Tourism, Ann O'Leary, 69th Allison Dairyland, Corey Geiger, Campaign Co-Chair and Managing Editor of Ford's Dairyman. And I wouldn't be fulfilling a dream for Norville Dvorak if I didn't ask his wife, Jean, to help us turn the first dirt. Please Help us mark this special occasion by turning the first ground on which the Wisconsin Agricultural Education Center will be built.
Bring you right on over. Long time no see. It's Tuesday. I know. That's it. All right. We were at Wilbury School last week.
Ready? Everybody ready?
This is live and unrehearsed.
Ready? 3, 2, 1.